All right, I'm making a video for Finks of America #8, um, January, February, March, April 2022. I'm behind. It's had some stuff going on, so it is actually May. So I'm like a few days behind on getting this Finks of America, getting it out. So it's. I wanted to make a video to kind of explain that and explain what the print, the 5x7 print that's going to go into this one, and the ad. I haven't started on the collage. I really don't know where it's going to go, but I'm going to start on that too. So maybe this will be a 2 or 3 part video of this whole process. So first I'll start here. This was last month. So this is number 7. We're doing number 8. We're working on number 8. 4. So this is each Fink of America. Like you'll get like a little like an 8.5 by 11 photocopy of a little piece of history. Right. So far it's just been ads, so this was the ad for last month, and this was the collage for last month. I went ahead and took, Big Bad Chevy and put Ed Ross' face in there and cut and pasted that and just added stuff around. It's a little hard to see if this was color and I could drop a color behind there that would bring that out more. So it's kind of like when I do these things, because primarily I'm doing 16 by 20 and 10 by 20 art prints using existing, like I use like the real source material. Of course, I've been over this. So I'm sure you're tired of me talking about the same thing every time. But that is primarily what I do. To do the Finks of America, I wanted to, and it all goes into like a little packet, and I can't believe I don't have one out here. But like these fold up and go in there, and then I do a 5 by 7 print. It might be I think that's the size. But anyway, I do a little silkscreen print to go in there that is usually like an exploration of something more like something I want to try, or something that it's hard to explain. Just a little something different that I'm not doing a 16 by 20. Just goes a little bit deeper, a little more into like the image. And this one is going to be especially in that vein, because first I will talk about this. So this is a 16 by 20 print of Get Punched. It is an image that I first noticed in this is the 1964 catalog. Here's a 1965 catalog. It's not in here. So from like 64, I need to look at the 1963 catalog and see if it's in there. I should have did that. But anyway, the thing is, and this is just a few pages of it, and these pages are really yellowed, but I have this copy machine does a really good job of making pretty good copies of this. So going to Get Punched. So this would be the only reference. Well, it's not the reference material, because it is in. Also collect ads. I'm in the process. First, I'm going to collect all the ads, all the Roth ads that appeared in Carcraft magazine, from the very beginning to the very last one. I've got a pretty decent size collection. Most of these I actually have the magazines for, and then some over here. This is my crate of Roth reference material, and then I just have like a lot of loose ads cut out of magazines. So and the thing I like about collecting ads is like you got like a timeline, like a history of the design. So this is like Carcraft 1959, before Fink, before the Fink image. So it's like it goes way back, and then it continues. And you get all the artists involved in here that worked with Ed Roth. So you'll have like Wes Bennett, and then you'll go to Ed Newton, and then you'll go to Robert Williams. So when you get towards the end, you start getting like the big the Robert Williams ads, and then like I said, the Ed Newton stuff. So it's interesting to go back and track some of these images through the history of the ads. So I did in Carcraft Get Punch, as I know it, and I always say like a disclaimer, like as I know it, because I could be proven wrong in any minute. But right now, by going through all this, I'm looking at July 1964. Get Punch appears in Carcraft. But if you go back here to, these are Rodney Customs. I have other magazines too, but I'm just concentrating on Carcraft, because if I try to concentrate them all at once, it's going to be mad. It's going to be crazy. So you're looking at June 1964. So there's Get Punched right there. It's hard to get good copies of these sometimes, because I still want to keep the magazine intact if I can. Usually I don't get a good copy whenever it's like on a back cover. It's hard to get this, especially when it's all waterlogged. And if I really bend this down, it'll tear the cover off, which I might end up doing, because this is the ad that's going to go into Rat Finks of America, RFOA number 8. So this is where, out of all my reference material, this is where I first see, Get Punched. And the thing is, it's like, so this is June 1964. So if you go back to, like, let's see if I have, what's the month before June? Here, we'll figure that out together. It's hard to, dang it, it's hard to talk. Okay, so April, May, January, February, March, April, May, June. Yeah, so see, May, he's not in here. So, and then I looked through here to see if it would appear. So this is all Wes Bennett designs. Wes Bennett again. And I'm gonna feel like an idiot if I see him in there. And I scoured, so I don't really I haven't seen it. Like, I haven't seen Get Punched in here before June. And I know I keep getting sidetracked, but I love this Outlaw crew member. I want to do a print of that, even though it's just so blown out, mushed together, or bled out, I guess. It would look so cool blown up. And I like the fact that it says crew member. It'd be cool to do a shirt of that. All right, so there's the ad. So that ad's gonna go in there since it's Get Punched. And then I'm gonna go back and show you. So I did a Get Punched. To me, like I'm getting good at collecting Ed Roth history. I'm also getting good at like what do I want to say? Okay, the best reproductions for me are the water decals. Get Punched is a rare water decal, but I scour eBay like every day. So my water decal collection is getting there. I know how much, I know what I'll bid on, and when I lose one, and then I know when I get a good deal. My wife hates it when I say I couldn't afford not to get it, but this is one that popped up on eBay. I've lost out on these before, and for more than what I paid for this, if that makes sense. And so I was lucky to get it. It's in great shape. But here's the thing. So if you look at, like, this is what I made this 16 by 20 print of, because I was convinced that I was never going to get a decal, but I was okay with, because even like out of the catalog, it comes right out of the catalog. So I just laid it on the copy machine. So when you see this print, it is as it was in the catalog. But look at the difference in the decal. Like, it's especially in just to Get Punched. Like, the E is connected up here. Here it's dried up, blown out, whatever you want to say. Blown out's when I say blown out's when there's a lot of ink. Dried up is when not all the ink is there. So, and I haven't even really studied this much to see all the differences. And it usually you'll notice, let's see, he has decent hair on his belly here. Here it looks like he's maybe just plucked a few, I don't know. But anyway, you can tell what's going on here. So you have, the water decal, which makes the best copies. That is the best thing for me to reproduce, to enlarge. Then you have the actual catalog, and then you have you know, the print. Now here's the thing here, and here's what I've done and will continue to do also is, even when I first started, became a rat Fink artist and started doing this, you know, learning my method, like I have made full 16 by 20 prints out of some of the ad artwork. It blows up so cool, and it has its own look. But then there's some that, you know, like I'm still in search for an original best image that I can get, which is, you know, usually the water decal, which I keep talking about. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is the ad. I'm gonna do a collage for this month's, for number 8, and I'm gonna make a 5x7 print of this. First, I need to see how it blows up in the template, and then I'm going to do like a full color version of it, but with 4 colors, with 4 fluorescent colors. It's actually like these. Are these the 4 colors? Yeah. Okay. So this is the 4 colors. So I'm gonna like use this kind of. This is an old reproduction that I did of an old MCO decal, but so I'm gonna apply this color formula right here to get punched. Now there's plenty of people that have done, you know, airbrush color versions of this, but there's not and I always have to do a disclaimer because I could be proven wrong, but there is not a color version of that. And what I mean by that is, like, if you go through here to these decals, I'll just pull a few, and for an example, so okay, like, of course, like, this is these stickers are done by Inco, and they are like a 4-color process. So what they're printing is a blue, printing a magenta, which is like the red, a yellow, and then a black, and all those colors make up all these colors. So you're looking at, there's the black and white version on the right, and on the left is the IMCO version. So there's a lot of the classic Roth designs that have this color formula, IMCO color formula with it. So you have a rat Fink, you have a Loverboy, Chevy's for breakfast, and they're also like in different sizes. This. You have a Hey Baby. I know I got like a big Hey Baby, and then so you can see the difference, like right there, like. So you got the smaller, one color, and then you got the full color IMCO one. This is one of my favorites. This is actually what started it all. I love this decal. And race, and that's when I was talking about the 2 different sizes. So you have like Loverboy, itty bitty, and then you got big Loverboy, you got big old Lover, little Lover, and then those colors. That one looks washed out, but anyway, I could go about this all day, and I'm actually spending. I hope you're still finding this interesting. But so what I'm trying to say, I don't think there's any color version of this one. And what I want to do is I'm gonna do a color version. I'm gonna try to get up enough confidence here to follow this formula. There's definitely a formula that's involved in these colors. So usually, like, their slobber's always green. The one thing that I don't do when I do a color version of these is I don't alternate the teeth colors. I like white teeth. I like the monster with the shiny white teeth. Most monsters I'm seeing are purple, and so I'll probably do him purple. But let's see if he has any slobber. He's got a couple of drips coming off here. We'll do that tongue green, I'm pretty sure. As far as bloodshot eyes, I'll probably throw some bloodshot eyes behind what's already printed. I won't like cut these out and then drop them back in red. I'll probably just do some color behind it. And then you're looking at the lips are usually like red. So I'll go in there and do that. But then you've got other objects in here, which makes it a little more difficult. So you have like stakes going into his head, and I have You know, are those going to be metal? Are they going to be wood? I need to kind of just really sit there and think about what that would be. It looks, you know, hammered down, but that still could be metal stakes. He has some shorts on. See, you can see that. Oh, see, like that RF right there. I don't even know if that even shows up. And yeah, it does. It's crazy. Like looking at these images, and that's where I really super dork out on this stuff. And there's other like my buddy Mark Harmon. Like we'll sit here and we'll just go over these images and look at them and actually see what's going on in them. Like, you know, that, you know, he'll call you like, man, did you notice the RF in there? And I'll be like, no, I didn't notice that RF in there. But yeah, I'm going to do a color version. So what I'll do is I'll put them in the template, and then I will take my trusty highlighters right there. And because they, you know, those highlighters go down, what is it, transparent. So when I go over them, they'll make that extra color. The extra colors will be, you know, you're printing a blue, so you get blue. You print magenta, right? So you get, so with those two colors, you get a purple. And then you print a yellow. So with yellow over the magenta makes an orange, which is this right here. Yellow over the blue makes a green, which isn't in here, but you know, that's what that is right there. And then so all of them together, you get like a brown, which is actually in this stick right here. So I'm gonna this is at 16 minutes, and this is gonna be like 2 parts. So probably what I'll do is in this here, and the next part will be actually no, maybe I will drop in. And you know what? No, this is just going to be the first video. Hey, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. And then, yeah, just, yeah, like and subscribe. All right. Talk to you later. All right. I lied. I did the collage for the number 8 for RFOA. I have to look at it. I have to RFOA number 8 for 2022. That's also a way to make sure everything's what is it, spelt right. And then here's the ad. This is what it looks like. There's a pair of pajama pants. I don't know why they're on the what is this thing? That's the mantle. I don't know what this thing's called. The step there, fireplace step. So there's the 2 parts, and now I'm going to, and Anna, my wife, she, this kind of stuff drives her crazy. So I will clean all that up before the end of the day. And then there's usually paper everywhere. Rugs also pushed out. I'm going to work on the Get Punched. I'm going to get it in the template and go from there, see how it all works out. So always add something extra into RFOA. And this is going to be 2 like little mini prints that I don't have out here yet. I'll get those out whenever it's time to pack it all up. But one thing I'm doing, I just went ahead and copied this water decal at 100%, and it's like a two-sided copy. So you get to actually see what it looks like, and then I'll trim these out so you'll get. And then also, I always keep all the extra photocopies. I messed one up, so like if you know, and I put these extra things in with print orders, so if you get one that's upside down, then you know where it came from. All right, I'm gonna keep working. All right, so kind of went by this, I went by this formula right here to color that Get Punched, yellow text. I'm gonna say these are wooden stakes, I guess. Hopefully I'm not wrong by this, because it looks like that would be wooden, but man, I want to make them metal. Like see that, like the blue and the white makes it look like metal. So, and it's really gonna blend in. But I don't want to be. I just don't know. I'm gonna do a little more research on this and then make a decision. All right. I went in, and I really don't like looking at other like people's work. I don't want to be influenced, but like I want to use this as a reference. But also, I went and looked at Johnny Ace, did a killer version of Get Punched, and someone else did too. They're metal, so I'm going to go metal, which will help with all of this. Right now, it looks like kind of a mess. It might print like a mess, but It's just so much color. I mean, these are too, but it's just my lack of confidence in hoping that I can pull something off that'll look okay. He's gonna do orange hair. I'm gonna do orange hair with like some red highlights, and we'll just I'll print it and hope for the best. Okay, so this is it for this video. The next one will be I'll have the screenshot, and I'll have it separated and all that stuff. I'm just going to separate it by doing, maybe I'll make a video about that. I'll just have the separations. All right, that's it. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. I think this is the second time I've said this, but all right, have a good day.